Welcome to our YouTube channel, where we believe that you have the power to achieve anything you desire. In this video, we are going to show you how to achieve your goals in just 2 days. Yes, you heard that right, only 2 days. After watching this video, you will be ready to change the way you perceive the world. Before we dive into the strategy, we would like to request you to subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification to get notified of our upcoming videos. Now, let's start with the main topic. Firstly, it's essential to understand that our consciousness creates everything we see in the world. Without our consciousness, nothing would exist. In the event of our death or loss of consciousness, everything will vanish. Therefore, our mind is responsible for the existence of objects in our world. We can say that something doesn't exist if we aren't aware of it. According to Neville Goddard, everything in the three-dimensional world we inhabit is a result of our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, consciousness, and reality. Just as our decisions, actions, and daily activities have an impact on the world around us, our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions also shape our reality. We have created, shaped, and altered this world to become what it is today. It is impacted by our interactions with one another, the things around us, and even the earth itself. This implies that our perception of the world and how it appears to us are both our responsibility. We are responsible for the circumstances in our lives. We are free to respond to everything that occurs to us. So if there is something we don't like, we may change it by making a decision, taking a certain action, or responding in a certain way. In addition, how we react to circumstances influences what actually happens. Therefore, we can draw the conclusion that all we see or experience is a result of our choices to have a different reality. The change comes from us. Furthermore, it's important to understand that we are an illusion to others, just as their surroundings and everything in them are to us. We are conscious of things because we are aware of them. Therefore, if we feel that something is off in our environment, we should not automatically conclude that there is a problem. Instead, we should imagine that there is a challenge. We should envision different beliefs, occasions, actions, and surroundings that some people would find useful. However, our own thoughts, convictions, and consciousness might lead us to dislike such things, actions, or even people. The environment we live in is therefore worthless. What's happening inside our minds is what matters the most. Our thoughts, consciousness, and imagination are what matter most. Everything around us is a creation of ours. We can see it and believe it to be real. Thus, it must be real. It exists because we are aware of it. Our consciousness allows us to have experiences, see and observe, and feel joy or misery. Neville Goddard asserted that because of this, consciousness is the only reality. There are only things in the world that we are aware of. It was referred to as a mental diet by Neville's daughter. Our understanding of the universe and our opinions on many topics are products of who we are. What we have been taught about the world and about ourselves is the most crucial factor. When Neville Goddard talked about the advantages of a mental diet, he said, "A man's life is drawn by the internal dialogue. As long as his internal conversation doesn't change, the man's life story doesn't change." In other words, we continually feed our thoughts because our universe is a creation of our imaginations. The choice of what to feed our minds is ours. The power of our thoughts is undeniable. It shapes our reality and determines the path of events in our lives. It is no longer a secret that our three-dimensional reality is a product of our thoughts and conversations with ourselves. But did you know that you have the ability to choose an alternative reality? And that is all it takes to change your current one. According to Neville Goddard, you can accomplish your goals in less than 3 days if you follow his advice. It means that you can complete your task in fewer than 3 days, and by the end of the first day, you will be where you want to be. It may sound too good to be true, but many people have succeeded in making their wishes come true using this simple technique. To achieve this, the first step is to remove all the negativity from your head. Try to think of nothing at all, and take everything out of your head, leaving nothing but empty space. Then start to fill it with inspiring thoughts. It may seem challenging to get the current thoughts out of your head, but the easiest way to do this is to quit getting worked up about things and to calm down. Additionally, hold off on taking action until you are inspired. Take absolutely no decisions. Any reflection should leave you feeling detached and unbiased. Before you start this process, be sure of what you want to bring into your life. Whether it's a job, money, or something else, it's essential to have a clearer idea of what you want to manifest before you start thinking about and visualizing it. Simply put, you can visualize it more clearly as a result. You need to have a clear understanding of how whatever it is that you want will affect your everyday activities, your physical look, and how you will feel once it comes true. Once you are certain of what you want and have a clearer mental picture of it, you may go on to the next phase. The next step is to paint a picture of what will happen once you achieve your goal. You can write some encouraging remarks about your goal, or just some affirmations if you don't like setting up and visualizing a scene. The next step is to either see the scene you just created in your mind's eye, or simply think favorably about your dream. You can visualize achieving your goals. Imagine that you have successfully constructed the ideal companion for yourself, and that you both now have fulfilling relationships. Consider it to be true. Feel it all deeply and vividly as it is happening right now in front of you, and you are participating in it. Repeat to yourself any affirmations or thoughts you have written. Remind yourself that you can accomplish your objectives. Everything you desire is something you genuinely deserve. Since it is yours, no one can prevent you from using it. You will be able to realize your goals more quickly if you use this kind of self-talk. The seed of manifestation is imagination. Every thought we have is a reality. However, we deliberately seek out negative experiences, consciously constructing a negative reality. And for the rest of our lives, we carry that negativity with us. But what if we chose to think positively? What if we put our creativity to good use and honestly wish to draw favorable circumstances? If you want to actualize your desire, why don't you think positively about it? You will surely fulfill your goal in less than 3 days if you follow these steps and have faith in your ability to accomplish so. There is nothing else that needs to be done right now. It's all yours to bring. Anything is possible to have. Your biggest wish has already been fulfilled. Thus, just trust that you will succeed. The use of certain words over an extended period of time often causes them to lose their meaning. One such word is imagination, which serves a variety of conflicting ideas, including fancy, thought, hallucination, and suspicion. In fact, the term is so widely used and its meaning so varied that it has no fixed significance or status. The word imagination has no definite definition, even according to the dictionary, which defines it as the picturing power or act of the mind. The constructive or creative principle, a phantasm, an irrational notion or belief, and planning, plotting, or scheming as involving mental construction. However, imagination is the gateway to reality. The imagination enables us to become anything we desire to be, and through it, we can disarm and transform the violence of the world. Imagination is the key to unlocking the mysteries of our most intimate and casual relationships. Only by living through imagination can we truly experience life to the fullest. If we desire to be in a different place or situation, we can use our imagination to bring about physical realization. Even if we cannot afford the journey or our present social and financial status oppose our desires, imagination can incarnate these desires. However, does imagination comprehend reason? Does it recognize the external world of facts? In practical everyday life, is imagination a complete guide to behavior? Assuming we are capable of acting with continuous imagination, sustaining the feeling of our wish fulfilled, will our assumption harden into fact? And if it does harden into fact, will our actions during the incubation period have been reasonable on reflection? Is imagination powerful enough to incarnate the idea, not just assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled?